So we are actually on our way to Wales right now, and we are in the Transport for Wales train.
A wonderful Friday morning, I arrived at Birmingham New Street to begin a trip with the Rail Society to Festyn York Heritage Railway in Porthmadog in Wales. As I wait for them, I decided to have a lovely breakfast of noodles and vegan gravy from Wasabi. Our train was the 12:25 Transport for Wales service to Pwllheli and Aberystwyth, scheduled to depart from platform number 7 of Birmingham New Street. The train would arrive from Birmingham International before carrying on towards Shrewsbury via Wolverhampton.
Yes, yeah. And fittingly stolen to the railway company. It's the Chesney boat. The Chesney boat. The Chesney improving upon the boat.
Just pulled it out of the ground.
I told you about it. It's a buffer.
When you crawled across the ground.
So that's when you're going to see my face, and that's with me, Arpit Gupta. Both of us are from India, as you guys already know. So we are actually on our way to Wales right now, and we are in the Transport for Wales train. We're almost approaching Wolverhampton. I couldn't really record the first part of the journey from Birmingham New Street. Wolverhampton is going to be the first halt, and it's in a way it's going to be our last halt, in the sense that at Wolverhampton we'll be going out of the West Coast Main Line onto the Cambrian Line. Yeah, so we're going to move on to the Cambrian Line, which will be the route onto Wales. The train that we are on is actually kind of like Indian Railways. The fun fact is that this is a train set, but it's made of two parts. So this connects Birmingham
to arriving at Wolverhampton. Thank you.
Right, so we'll be arriving at Wolverhampton. So the train is made of two sections. The first two coaches on which we are will be going to this place called Pwllheli. The spelling is horrible. The Welsh pronunciation, I'm not really good at it. I'm pretty sure even the Englishmen can't pronounce the names in Welsh properly. That's how horrible the spellings and the pronunciations are. The jokes are eternal. The other part goes to this place called Aberystwyth, and we will be cutting off the other part in a place after we enter Wales.
right there, you can see the West Coast Main Line, which has gone towards Manchester and Leeds, while we have taken the Cambrian Line towards Shrewsbury.
It's in Shrewsbury that a train will undergo a reversal.
These are the places where you have your passenger safety information and the emergency exits. So this is, it's at this gate that we're standing right now, and this is the washroom. So behind the washroom, we'll be having our fire extinguisher.
For most of my life, I've always thought that German is the most complicated language that a person can come across in life. I learned a bit of German back when I was doing my engineering, and I really didn't get much ahead with it. And when I was in Germany, it didn't make sense when I was trying to understand what the people were talking at all. But right now, right this moment, I believe that German is not the most irritating or complicated language that a person can come across. It's definitely Welsh. And this is precisely why I'm telling it. It's so easy to read it in English: to release the doors, break glass and press the red button. Penalty for improper use. I have no clue what that is. If anyone can actually read whatever is written there with the right pronunciation as well, honestly man, hats off. In one of the videos on YouTube, I saw this comment that really stated that Welsh names were made, by the computers that made automatic passwords. I think that was the perfect comment to describe any kind of Welsh word or Welsh name.
the Shrewsbury Triangle.
So we're just arriving right now at Shrewsbury, and the train will undergo a reversal here. This is the last station that we have in our route, which is inside the country of England. And after Shrewsbury, the next station that we'll have, which I'll try to pronounce in the next few minutes, so that is going to be our first halt in Wales. And right now we are entering Shrewsbury. We are now here at Shrewsbury, and the train will be undergoing a reversal here. So when we came to this particular from the direction of Birmingham New Street, and now we'll be returning in the opposite direction. So while reversing, we'll be taking the line that will be going into Wales, and that will be going into Pwllheli. So until we reached Shrewsbury, we were on the first coach, just behind the driver, and we were enjoying it. And from Shrewsbury, suppose the reversal, we will be on the last coach while into the journey into Wales. It's 13:26 right now, and our train is scheduled to depart at 13:28. You can see how both the destinations are written in the destination boards. It's Pwllheli and Aberystwyth.
The next stop is Welshpool. Thank you. This is a security announcement.
The lines you can see over there, the lines that you see over there, those are the lines from which we came on, they are the ones from Birmingham New Street. You can also see the old cabin. I think this is still in use, and notice the semaphore signals. It's been long since I've seen those and here you can see the bypass line for Shrewsbury. And from this point onwards, we are on the route into Wales. Some of Wales' most famous Greenlands. So we're just about to enter Wales, the first station Welshpool, and I just found the cutest little creature on the train. Ow! Stop sneezing. People will think you have COVID. You're not supposed to sneeze. Yeah, there we go. I'm sorry, I just... So we're now in Welshpool, and that is the very first station that we have inside Wales on the Cambrian Line. And I think I can successfully say now, welcome to Wales. Unfortunately, the train halted here for less than 30 seconds, and I was really busy fondling that cute little dog, so I couldn't find time to get out of the train and take better shots. But here we are. Welcome to Wales. I'm not very sure how many of you would have really noticed it, but there was a small blue and yellow arrow, that could be seen in the previous clip when the train was departing. That is the ATCS signal. So it's basically clearance that a train with ATCS can go forward disregarding the red signal. The Cambrian Line was the first line in all of UK where the ETCS was first tested somewhere back around 2008-9.
So I pretty much, I got to like 86 or 73rd year relatively simple. Because it was just, I did that at A level, I did that at A level, I did that at A level.
It's the same at A level, isn't it? You don't hire GCSE, so
yeah, that's
about 3 times over.
Our school was...
So shortly we'll be arriving at a station called Machynlleth. So that is where the train to Aberystwyth and the train to Pwllheli get split. So the trains take different routes from Toby Junction, which is a little further ahead, but the trains are decoupled at Machynlleth. For obvious reasons, Welsh spelling is horrible, and I'll show you how Machynlleth is actually spelled. Assuming the pronunciation is right, but I'm not very sure. I just tried to pronounce it here, as per what Google says is the right pronunciation. But yeah, I'm not very sure if we can go out of the train at the platform to see the decoupling, but I'll definitely do my best to show you that. Carefully behind me, you can actually see that the scenery is brilliant. So in a train journey in India, we could have easily shown just that instead of me having to talk around like this, because there are open windows or open doors from where we can actually record it. But in the United Kingdom, the trains are mostly long, air conditioned due to the colder weather here, not the hotter weather. But yeah, so it's all air conditioned, and there's no place at the door where you can stand or lean out or take the camera out of the train, which means that I can only show you stuff from the platform, and it has to be more of a vlog rather than a silent video that I usually prefer making in India.
The absolutely dirty windows of the train do not, show the actual beauty of the route or the scenic route that it is in. This is where I really miss a clean Vistadome train that you can find in some parts of India.
So the train that you can see in front of me is going to be the first half of the train. Well, that is going to be the second half. So the first half of the train is the one that is going to go on to Aberystwyth, and that will separate from Derby Junction. It's raining a bit, so I look horrible. Yeah, can't really help it. So the when this half has a timing that it goes ahead of this, and we'll be following it by about a gap of around 7 minutes. And until that time, since that is going first, I have the liberty of being at the platform and watching this departure go ahead.
Can we have you back so that they can dispatch this train, please?
When I would Machynlleth, and the first half that goes to Aberystwyth has been detached and the train has departed. So we have entered the train now because the doors are going to be closed, and it's scheduled departure for us at 14:54 hours, which is approximately a minute away. So before I came to England, quite a lot of people told me that the most beautiful part of United Kingdom is not Scotland, as most people say, because Scotland tends to get covered with snow, and so if you want to enjoy the winter and snow, Scotland is a brilliant place to be. But if you want something of Ghats type weather where it's not very cold, but it's a climate which you can enjoy and have fun with, so that is got to be Wales. And to be honest, I'm not disappointed. This is my first trip into Wales, and it's been a splendid journey by train into Wales as of now. So, the best part about this journey is not just the decoupling of the trains at this station, but it is the part where we go along the coast. So, the sunset is scheduled to happen around 4:30, but let's say dusk happens around a little before 5. We would be crossing the coastal region of about, I think, 50 to 60 kilometers of railway track right next to the Atlantic Ocean, which is going to be the most beautiful part of this journey. Of course, we've already discussed that the windows of this train are pretty horrible, not so clean, but I'll do my best to show the journey that goes right next to the ocean.
Got like what does he call it? Is it olive cake? It's made from.
If you have to, just for keywords, yeah. I just want to, yeah. I've lost all hope in your
I don't blame you. I don't blame you so much. This is the thing, I tend to stick to the realism. It's just when people are paying, this guy's he's just going to give the dates for the same thing for the Voyagers. Voyagers in GWR, First Great Western, FGW Barbie, First Capital Connect, Meridian and First Capital Connect. No idea, but he's paying 32 quid a sec for it.
So he's paying, so why
he's
not?
paying, so why not? Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't do this on my own accord.
Yeah.
He's paying, so, that actually works out for a reasonable, like compared to most commissions, which work out to 1,027 variants. You make a very good point. I think I'll take a call.
So we think it might be. Yeah.
Guriel, maybe, but don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely not lingerie.
Hey, this guy knows. Say it louder, sorry.
Thank you. Hey, repeat it please. Okay. I really couldn't make sense of it, but yeah, that's the correct pronunciation. That is the complete expanse of the Atlantic
I
Ocean.
can do is like, I think that you don't
Holy shit. Holy shit.
engineering moment.
Aligarh Junction.
Engineers will not know your emotions, but know what concrete just went by 5 miles away.
We did that at Green and Machynlleth.
Yeah, I suppose. I thought it was Dolgeth Lee. Dolgeth Lau is Dolgeth Lee. But there's also Dolgeth Lie. I thought if the had the one glass screen, it wouldn't be terribly safe.
Yep. How exactly did they implement ETCS on a single line?
You have to ask one of the ETS experts, the ETCS expert.
I'm at the station that's called Pwllheli, and we got a crossing here. We got 2 trains right now here. I got about a minute before I'm asked to board the train again. The conductor just told me that he will not leave without me, and I think that's a good thing for me. The best part about this station is that there's a really beautiful castle that is right behind the station, and it's really unfortunate that I can't really capture the departure of that train which is crossing with the fort in the background, because my train is scheduled to depart first. It's a very sad thing to happen to me today. It's extremely windy, so I don't even know if you guys can listen to what is happening right now. And we'll be getting off at the 2 stations from this, which is Porthmadog. That is going to be my destination, and we are mostly out of the part of the route which is right next to the coastline. I couldn't show you like a brilliant part of it because of the coach and the kind of stuff there. I guess it's time for me to board my train.
If you wish to alight at T-Gwyn, Tower Side 9, or Llanbecwyn, please ensure you tell the conductor.
So I legit thought we were going all the way till the next station, Porthmadog, but apparently the place that we are bound for is closer to Minford. So here we are. This is Minford station. I think one of the
most beautiful stations that I've seen on this line, and I think it's lovely that I got on here. This is the end of this video. Do like and hit the subscribe button, and photos coming up.